Second line. Hello, Coach Gonzalo here from Krav Maga Self-Defense for All. And I'm very excited today because I get to do a live on something that I see my students on a constant basis asking for more detail and more organization. And I've went through the programs of yellow belt, orange, also through a set of combatives frameworks. And guess what? Footwork. Footwork is not as explicit as it should be, as well as guards. So we're going to examine two key things that are super important for self-defense, super important, and I use this word a lot in adult learning of martial arts and specifically for self-defense, and I think even more layered on for Krav Maga. Krav Maga is an Israeli self-defense system, method, martial art that teaches effectively adults how to learn how to fight, how to defend themselves. Its main, and we'll talk today about this, its main focus, its main philosophical and practical skill is something called Retzev. But it weren't the Israelis that found it. The concept is you drive forward, you attack forward. There is a good definition of that on the book of the 5 Rings by Musashi. And it's the attack forward principle. Sen, no sen, no sen. That's the idea that you anticipate an attack and you attack first. Okay, let's get yourself started. In here, it's 1 p.m. It's time for our practice. Like you guys, settle down, put notes in the comments, ask things. I have a full PDF document, a document that allows you to go through each one of the elements that we'll be working on today. And remember, the purpose of this is that you become better at self-defense. That's why we put this information out there. If you are out there, click our link below. I've seen that we have a lot of people that watch our lives, but they don't subscribe to the channel. They don't put the comment. And that, essentially, I know we present a lot of content that will help the team in here, that will help me and the instructors of Self-Defense for All produce more content, better content, and would also help more people. So hit that button below and let's get started, of course. So I want to start with a practical exercise. That is, how do you find your guard from a standing position? Like, I'm not talking on the ground. In particular, if you're a righty, if you punch, if you right with the right hand, generically speaking, you're going to put your power hand behind. So I punch with my right hand, I'm going to put my power hand behind. How do I know how it feels like, what feels better? How do I find my guard? Okay, here's how you do it. And I learned this method from probably the best, I think the best coach in the world that was teaching Krav Maga, karate at the highest possible competitive level. Here's what he taught to me. His name is, well, he's deceased now, is Antonio Oliva. But think about this. The way that you find out the guard is this. You jump, and then whatever the leg sits in front of you, okay, that's my lead leg. Okay, we'll do it again. You jump high, you jump not that high, jump one, and here you go. That's how I find my guard. Okay, cool. And move your power hand behind. So we'll do it again. Let's find the guard first in here. Okay, you found your guard. Now for self-defense, for Krav Maga, you want to ensure that your groin is not exposed. Okay, so avoid, if you ever have to fight, avoid putting your groin, your center line, fully exposed to someone that is in front of you. That's going to get into trouble. You can get kicked, grabbed, whatever, okay? This is not the case when you see a boxing match where people have what's called the peekaboo guard from here. They cannot be kicked on the groin, okay? That's not good. That's not sanctioned in boxing. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen, okay? But generically speaking, you want to have your guard, your leg in front of you, your hands high in here at the height of the head, okay? There is a thread in Krav Maga where people would put the hands like this. It's complete nonsense. You see what I mean? If you put it like this, it's cool to do taps like this, but there's a distance between here and here, and you can get clocked, okay? You can get tagged. So put your hands one in front of the other. There should be minimal, like, of course, not like, not this. Put in front of the other so that you can parry a jab, okay? And it should be in a non-confrontational way, okay? So that's a way to think about a guard. Now, got the legs. What happens with the core? So in the core, you want to go inhale. As you exhale, all the way down, inhale. Put halfway breath around here. So your hands are up around here, and your body's in half breath. There's a slight rotation of the back over here. So your hands are up in here. How do you move? You can move like the thighs. In here, changing weight in one leg. One leg only weight in here. Or you can move transitioning the weight forward and back, okay? Or you can move pushing the leg and pushing the other leg. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you find the way that things work for you, okay? So I'll give you 3 methods. One leg is loaded. Transition of weight between legs. Stepping. 3 ways, okay? Jumping. If you've done karate, there is this, okay? This. They called it that the non-old school would stand like this and they would walk like that, okay? For some reason, they believed that the kinetic force in there would be faster if you do something like this versus when you are here, completely dialed to attack. It doesn't work that way. Nevertheless, for self-defense, you are an adult, you're gonna start. So we found out our hands, the hands are over here. The shoulders are slightly shrugged, so you can defend anything that goes to your shoulder over here. Shoulder shrugged around here, okay? But relax, okay? Let's do the exercise. Let's go from here, stepping forward, stepping backwards. Stepping forward, stepping backwards. In terms of the line of the legs, I'll do it from here. You guys can see the mark on the ground. If you cannot, let's pick up a very cheap and extremely useful instrument, a jumping rope. Should be a line in here, the center. I got one leg in each side. Your knee should be able to cover the groin area from here. Weight distribution, 50% on each. In here, here, one. Let's do that. Move forward and back. In the beginning, it's a bit weird because you want to probably blade. But I would ask you to avoid the blade. The whole body weight is in one line. Whoop, it's easy to fall from there if you get swept. Shoulder width apart, hands up, one hand pronounced in front of the other, and move forward from here. You can also use that karate way where you jump, or in here. But this is for your sparring, okay? If you are talking with someone, not gonna stay in there and do these, okay? Hey, your hands are up, hey, chill down. What's the problem over there? Your hands are up in here. Avoid the helmet, we'll talk about it next, okay? So, guard number 1, hands are up, okay? Hands are up, you move forward, align, ball of the feet is up, and you are able to move and like, hey, chill down, what's happening? Now we're gonna start moving to the left side. When you move to we move to the side of the leg that you move, that leg moves first. And again, if I move to that side, the leg moves and the other covers. Move and cover. We'll move this from here. So now you start having ideas of, and this is effectively my practice in here, like forward, 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 stepping back, stepping back, forward, 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 stepping back, stepping back. Always thinking about the situation of this. Hey, man, chill down. Hey, what's your problem? I don't want that. Or stepping back. Hey, don't do any trouble. The hands are up. Your chin is is inside. Moving to the side. 1, 2, 3, and in here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, always covering at the end. Now, let's think about the circling. Important thing. So I want to move to this side. I'm going to left leg circle, left leg circle. I'm going to leg, bring the other one back. Leg first, bring the other back. Forward, backward. I'm going to circle to the side of my back leg. The back leg goes in, the other one comes in. 1, 2. Checkpoints. Can my knee come up? Right? Can the knee come up? Can the knee come up? Good. Good. So more the awareness of, okay, changing sides. If you're more than 50 guys, make sure you work both sides of the body. Forward, backwards. The hands should still be up. Usually there's always a small disconnect. Side, now the other side. Forward, backwards. If you're training alone, the thought process is, hey, move, hey, what's happening? Hey, move. Okay, I don't want any trouble. Really? Okay, I'm cool with that. Move. And the same thing to the other side. Hey, okay with that. Okay, circle. The hands are still up. Okay? Why? Because man punch man in the head. Okay? It's not common to go to the gut. So let's do this. Let's do left first. Forward, 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 back, back, back. Checkpoint 1. Side, side. Checkpoint 2. Good. Side, side. Checkpoint. Change your guard. Hey, change the hand. Hey, no trouble with this. The hands are slightly forward. Here. And back, back, back. Okay, side, side, and side, side, side. Circle, circle leg, check. Circle leg, check. Hands up, shoulders up. And 1, 2, 3, and hand. Okay. In most Krav Maga training, you also learn how to train from here, from the standing position. I don't like it. You shouldn't be talking with people that are close to you where your groin is vulnerable, your head is vulnerable. It's just, but it does happen. So, best way, blade, bring the hands up. And that is the same, okay? Blade, bring the hands up. There's some level of defense around here and your hands are still up. So avoid, if it's possible, if you don't know the person, don't let your hands down. Don't train from there, okay? And if it's far away, put your hands on the hips, that's fine. And if you don't want to really show it, do this trick, okay? One hand in here, another hand at the bicep, okay? I like also to move it around here, but if you have one hand on the, like slightly ready, okay? But one hand in here because it can cover both sides, and you later on you'll see how to crash and cover, or you can block and counter from here, or you can just block, or at least you have one of the sides of the head protected. I like to put my left hand up because why? Because there are more right-handed people. So if you bring your left hand like, oh really? Oh, you're good, of course, and start bleeding out. So it's not that expressive in terms of, hey, this, okay, it's like, oh really? Okay, okay, okay. But start bleeding so that if it is required, you attacks. Okay, so let's go back to footwork, okay? So legs forward. The exercise that I would like you to do is this. You're gonna bring your hands up. If you close them and you have boxing gloves, it's okay because they protect your head. The boxing gloves are like a big object in here where you protect your head, so they are good. But if you don't have boxing gloves, I'm gonna say you miss something from here. So bring your hands up, around, from here, and you are able to I'm gonna call it spar, okay? I'm gonna call it, that is one-on-one interaction. So first exercise is stepping in and then stepping back, okay? So from here, push the back leg, 1, 1, and then 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2. Step, step, 2, 2. Push the back leg against the ground, push, and then push the lead leg against the ground. So there's the heels are out of the ground. If you plank them, it's very hard to push. You have less amplitude. Push, push, forward, forward. Again, again. One line, okay, like a train. You've done this multiple times at karate, kung fu, so many martial arts. We'll integrate angles next. Back and back. Forward and forward. Back and back. Forward and forward. Okay, let's associate that. Let's connect this with a striking element. In this case, the palm. So we go palm, palm. Stepping back, palm, palm. Again, palm strike, palm strike. Stepping back, back. Again, oh, here we go. My own body said, oh, let's start moving. Okay, if that's the case, step 1, slide across. Guys, for self-defense, way better a palm. Less, oh, I need to organize joint 1 with joint 2. A palm straight up, it's really easy to execute. It's a gross motor movement. So again, I'm gonna start with one line, go 1, 2, and stepping back 1. When you cross the line, 2 over there. Let's go again. 1, 2, step back. Again, this is super important in Krav Maga or for self-defense. If you attack first, you don't have to defend, most likely, okay? You don't have to be worried as much with defense. What is an attack, okay? Could be if something really goes bad, you need to strike the person on the head, striking in the chest. I've done it once, okay? Like, what the heck is happening? Bang! Getting out of there, okay? But you need to decide. The other thing is, now that I'm older, more than 50, why should I punch someone? I would only do that if I feel that my life is in danger. So, when you go, you have to use that idea of Retsev. That is fundamentally stepping in as hard as you can, as fast as you can, moving forward. So the next exercise is application of Retsev with a palm strike across, a palm strike across, a palm strike across, okay? From the moment, and this was, think about the boxing, a stormer. In Muay Thai, there's also the idea of continuous floating forward, in Jet Kune Do as well. So this is an universal concept. So the hands are up, and you see Gary in here training, he does this, he does Silat and Jet Kune Do, he does that center line attack. I think it's very similar to what we do in Krav Maga. So hands up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And then back, keep working the movement in here, go. As a beginner student, you learn this. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And think about a couple of seconds. I'll do it from this side. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why 5? Think about Ilya Topuria, right? He lands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connected. Phenomenal, phenomenal attacker. Okay. Now, we move forward. I want you to start working on this and me. That is, strike forward, step to the outside. Strike forward, step to the outside. In the beginning, do small steps. That's what we're doing here. We go bang, 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 small step to the side, get out of the line. Hands up. Later on, you go 1, 2, 3, boom, big step and move. But in the beginning, you start with small angles, okay? And the research supports this. Start with angles between 50 to 30 degrees, and then move to 45 and 90, okay? And essentially, when you start training, your muscles and your joints are not yet adapted, so we're gonna start step by step. Research is start with 15 to 30 and then increase to 45 to 90. So facing forward, the hands are up, and strike, 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 finish with my left. I'm going to, for the ease of the exercise, I'm going to use my left to go out. And then I can go and strike more. I did more than 35 degrees. Let's go again. So 1, 2, 3, step outside. 1, 2. Why do you step outside? Okay, I'll turn. If this is on my back, this is on my hands, I can punch in here. That is, see my hands? I can punch. You can see my hands from here. So this guy decided to punch. I decided to attack someone. He's over here. His hands are facing me. His legs are facing me. His head is facing me. All of his weapons, 8, 9, 10, right? All of my weapons in here, the bad guy weapons, these, the kicks, the knees, elbows, headbutt, the knife being pulled, everything is in my direction. So, picking this up from a trainer called Ryan Hoover, strike and get out of the elbow line. And I like to think about this because in the OSHA's, Occupational Health and Safety method for workplace, you know that you need to carry objects around here because it's defined as the safe zone. Not only it's the safe zone because it's also the zone where we need to produce force and we do it well. Not in here, not in here, not in weird whatever stuff like this, okay? You produce force in here, okay? You explode in here, you grapple from here. That's why the next exercise, you step in, and then at the end of the last hand, you use the same side to go, whoop, out of his elbow line. Go again, strike, forward, out of the elbow line. Do it again, go, out of the elbow line. Again, here, out of the elbow line. Out of the elbow line. And let's do it again. One to the side of the lead leg. One to the side of the rear hand. One to the side of the rear hand. One to the side of the lead hand. In here, follow me. Lead hand. Let's do lead hand again. Strike first. In here, finish with the left. Body weight is in there, slight adjustment from the back. Get out of the line. There we go again. 1, 2, place a knee, whoop, getting out. The rule should apply either to get out, then you strike, either to get up, then you grapple. Let's go again. Now change your legs. Let's see the other side. 1, 2, 3, out, 30 degrees. Go again. 1, 2, 3, outside leg, and again. Now inside leg, inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and get out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and get out. Lead leg. Ooh. And time. So that's stepping in and then getting out. Next, I want to focus on the second position of the hands. And to be fair, it only shows in the new Krav Maga curriculum, okay? But it shows anywhere in many places. Burton Richardson does this. That is, Jet Kune does this. Boxing does this. And for some reason, Krav Maga forgot it. I don't know why. At least in some curriculums that I've seen, not in ours. So from here, it's the crash and cover, okay? Oh, sorry, the cover and crash. Very well represented in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but for some reason, although Imi was a boxer, Imi Lichtenfeld, the person that we attribute the foundation of Krav Maga and the curriculum. Here we go. So bring your hands up. You're gonna comb your hair. I'll do it from here so you guys can see. Comb your hair, one side or the other. The objective is to put your elbow in front of your forehead, okay? In here. From a mechanical perspective, I don't want the head back. I want to be slightly inclined so that whatever is the pressure in here goes back all the way back to my spine in here. Pressure means someone punching you, okay? Being clear. So bring the hand in here. So now your head is an extension of, your elbow is an extension of the head. Like this, okay? Like, boom, like a peacock. Peacock? No, like a woodpecker, okay? Think about a woodpecker. One side, boom, woodpecker. In here. Why is this important? Because if someone was a punch, do this, okay? Cover your head. Don't only just block. There is a in here. Yeah, okay. Old school, like you block and you break his arm. Forget that. Practice and you'll see. So I want us to work this. Cover one side. Cover one side. Cover one side. And we've already done the movement, right? The leg is moving forward. We talked about this. I'm going to call it karate movement over here. Cover. Cover and the pressure forward. Chin, tuck the chin in here. One. Okay, cool. So now what to do with the second hand, because there's something in here. And sometimes you don't see what happens. You have two options. Cover with both. Cover with both. Put one on top of the other. One on top of the other. And again, you saw the pressure forward. So let's do this again. The hands are up. One. The hand comes up, combs the hair, pressure forward. One, good, here we go. Hands up, hey, chill, no problem. Whoop, forward. What if it is a jab? Guys, the elbow can move inside, okay? I'll do it from here. Covering to the side, but the elbow can cover inside, right in here. Or you can go double cross, way harder, because for a moment you see less, okay? So one side, the other side, cover inside. Let's go again, now with footwork. Okay, so remember, stepping in, right? We have to talk about the exit out of this, because if you are deep inside, likely not going to get out, okay, to the elbow roll. You have to keep plowing in. Go in, one, hands up, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's talk about now the next step. The next logical step is, if you are inside, is to use your back leg because your body weight is on the lead leg, right? Inside, get to the head clinch and deliver the knee. Step in, 1. And again, when you step in, you're thinking about bringing your elbows to anything in front of him, okay? I've seen the variation, you try to go to the hand. Why? Step in, boom, crash on the body that's in front of you, right? If it's surfers on his head. So you're gonna go 1 inside from here. You already have the hands there. Just grab what is being given. Place the knee, and now yes, push yourself away or keep pushing yourself forward. I'm gonna deliver at least 2 knees. You will be doing it with me. Ready? So 1, crash, knee, boom, outside. The hands are up. 45. Yes, in a wrestling curriculum, in a ground-based curriculum, you go 1, 2, 3, take down. But you want to think about when you take down, sometimes you also go down. So I'm considering staying up, okay? Forward, 1, 2, knee, push away. 1, 2, 3, punch, shin, push away. the other side of the body. One, cover, clinch, knee, boom, push out. The hands are up. When practicing with the partner, close that distance. Grab his head, the knee to the groin. Knee, push yourself out of the guard, got two hands. 1, 2, 3, push. The hands are up. Once more. Knee, push. Okay, so here are the concerns when you do a head clinch, a necktie. If you do a necktie, you likely are not seeing where his hands are because you're grabbing in here. And if he has a knife or some kind of sharp object, pulls a gun or whatever, you cannot see it. Okay, so important things about that. That's a concern. But your first concern is to clash as hard as you can on him first. If the clash is also this with a punch, even more interesting. But the clash, this thing over here, the helmet, is to be used as I didn't see it versus I didn't see it, okay? This is easier to learn, the beginning of the 360, but it has a fundamental flaw that is, it's open over here. But it's very easy to learn, right? Everyone stops things with their hands, like stop, and we can punch as well. It takes more time to learn this versus stepping in. Okay, so we addressed, and thanks for staying until now. Increment rounds of footwork, or you step in, you step out, you duck under, you clash and you push, you clash and you clinch, you step back, you strike first. There's a whole framework that we've got on that. Click the link below, tell us footwork, and we'll share with you the footwork patterns that you can work on them. In terms of being useful for your training, this is similar to shadow boxing. Shadow boxing is when you do a real fight against an imaginary adversary. Why is it useful? It's useful if you don't have a partner to train. It's useful because the movements are similar. But in terms of functionality, it's reduced because we don't have anyone that is giving you feedback. Soon there will be visual models, large language models that associate images and video that can capture angles and reaction times, and you'll probably have a shout out of an AI trainer. We are not there yet. It's not far, but in terms of usefulness, you're going to think about the first level, that is this, shadow boxing, shadow moving in here. The second level that is important, a boxing bag or something where you can punch and it gives you a reaction so that you, okay, I punch, it moves, I go in. I punch, it moves, steps back, I step back, or it punch, it moves, I go to the sides. That's a second level of use. It's useful and it's functional, also connected. But it's very likely that when you do bag work, you are usually too close to the bag. So it's functional, but you still have to organize your time around that. But it's better when you have from shadow boxing to boxing, to a boxing bag or one of those bags that is multifunctional over there. Then the next thing is pad work. So someone puts a pad and you hit in there and you grab or you push. Why is it functional? Because you are doing eye to hand coordination or eye to feet coordination. That resembles what happens in a fight. Okay, that starts to becoming like, oh, there's an opening. Oh, there's an opening. It's weird because in a way, this is a defensive position with the hand, and when you hold the pad, it's the same thing. So that's kind of the weird part over there. but it's still better because you start having a human giving you feedback. And of course, it shows you where the target is. And after that, potentially that human can throw shots and you keep moving. And then the next level after that is sparring. Sparring is when I have a partner, we both have known intentions, and we can spar, we can grab, we can roll, if you use other martial arts language as well. But there's an action, there's a reaction, most likely sometimes agreed rules, hopefully agreed gestures, and that's how you develop certain amount of skills. But the fifth level that is so much important for self-defense is not a continued 3-minute sparring session, although we do it because it's fun, it develops skill, endurance, and capability. It's scenario training. And that's what happens when I do this, okay? The guy just punched me, what the heck? And that is what is as close as possible to a real scenario. Like 7 to 12 seconds of something, either someone striking, grabbing, and you have to sort it out. Hopefully, you've trained enough situations, you've trained enough to know what to do in there. So those are the 5 levels of useful training that we can work on. All of them require what? A good understanding where to put your feet as you move along in your fights. Okay, thanks for staying in until now. I'm going to now take questions. I'm going to look at social media. Write down footwork. I'll send you our framework. Also, you can come in here and do a free trial class. We'll do a thorough assessment of your physicality, understanding a bit where your self-defense objectives are. Not a bit, to be fair, deep. Understand where your self-defense objectives are, and then at the end of that, probably find your program. If not, guys, you'll learn more about yourself when you effectively train. Thank you for being here. I'll now take questions. If not, see you tomorrow. Okay, so yes, so if you want our PDF on footwork, you do need to say something, okay? Cool. Okay. Okay. So I'll tell where to find this. Find this here, so that you can connect with us and go through whatever you are looking for to work on. Let me put up there our code, the warrior code. There we go. So this is the most updated knowledge base of self-defense based on real data and I would say real people. Real data and real people. Oh, okay. We cannot turn off cameras. Okay, got it. So I'm giving you these real data and real people over here. And this will help you to develop your skills. I know because that's our almost 100 folks, 100 records in there provide clear, like this is what you need to do. There we go. Good. So thank you all for being here today, and I shall see you tomorrow.